Well, ready to set the ponies in motion, are we? Let's declare some rules and get to it. You don't mind if I make this interesting, do you? Good. Don't want to set you off your game, but I thought we should ensure that the process was more entertaining than a simple checklist of virtue. It will be a simple matter. 5 judges, 6 topics. I'll pose my argument about why your foolish land stumbles like a child, and you try to answer. The judges will raise their arms to indicate whom they favor. Arms up for you, arms down for me. After 6 topics, if you have a majority, you are the winner. By the Queen's corset, if you get them all on your side at any time, I'll declare the match over. Now, shall we proceed? I will pull no punches, and I expect no mercy on your part. Let's see which of us is truly superior. Well, what shall be my first point of contention? I know, the most basic of concerns for a culture, the currency of its economy. What manner of society would use the silver coin as the basis of trade? Gold is clearly superior, which you admit by using it for important statuary. Your understanding of what determines value is flawed. Your rebuttal? Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic. I call attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters. How can you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting with you. Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. Shall I draw attention to your foolish reliance on personal combat? You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots. Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old Mirabelle here. Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. I challenge your foolish beliefs and the irrational behaviors they produce. Dragons, spirits, and even talk of unresting dead. Puh. Just look at the collective foolishness that you call a floating palace. The constant superstitious yammering of your peasants even has me seeing it. And how the bloody hell would you get a moat up there? It's ridiculous, I say. Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. I say that you don't seem to understand the relationship between the ruling class and the peasantry. Your commoners are far too happy to be productive. A proper spiral of misery shows that they are doing a decent day's work. Your peasants only suffer because of foolish superstitions about the dead walking around. Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. This will be the final topic. If you don't have a majority at the end of this round, you will have to admit that I have outdone you. A simple criticism, your ridiculous clothes. Not a decently puffed pair of trousers to be seen. I ask you, what have you done on the pantaloon front? And why do you remain so clean when any sane man knows the only way to keep devils of the dark at bay is to be brash and to carry the air of the earth. Bathing is bad for the humors as well. Do you people know nothing of maintaining your bile? It would seem that a majority of your fellows have decided your arguments were more persuasive. I expected no less. I could not expect a fair contest in the heart of your city. I was a fool to think otherwise. I seek satisfaction. You have bested me in debate, but true honor is decided on the dueling field. Do you shrink from the challenge? This is how true leaders of the battlefield fight. Rise up or step aside. The entry hall here has walls to be up against, corners to be backed into, and floor enough on which to be down but not out. Whatever your metaphor, I'll beat it. Return to me when you are ready, and we will walk there together, just to ensure that no one gets lost or suffers an accident that would prevent a fair fight. Frankly, I don't know what you people are capable of. What? Good! Let's get this over with so I can return to schooling the rest of your fellows. I envy you. You are about to experience for the first time the skill that has forged an empire and traveled the world. There will be pain as well, but I imagine it will be almost worth it.
White demon!
Bloody hell! On it! Bloody hell! Bloody hell! That was a fine display of skill.
It was a fair fight, Sir Roderick, within the rules you specified.
Yes, old boy, you've got it right. I was really sat down, I believe. Like the fall of the old bridge across the Grand. My humours are in disarray, I tell you. I suppose I should have seen it coming. Your win in the debate was a sure sign. I do believe I have underestimated the lot of you. Regardless, you have beaten me. That's a point of honor I cannot deny. Well, there's no other thing for it. Intended or not, you've earned a reward from me. The unsuccessful combatant in a duel must arrange a worthy gift for the victor. I wouldn't be much of an ambassador for my country if I didn't abide by its customs. The Duchess of Almsbottom's rules of engagement are quite clear on this matter. A manual of regimented conditioning will serve you well. Red meat, constitutionals, and union suit calisthenics. You're never so fit as when the johns are long. Right, first of all, fluff my travelling trousers. We will darken this garden no more.
A well-fought victory against that outlander buffoon. You showed that he could not best us in battle, mentally or physically. We are all in your debt, but the Ministry of Culture is particularly so. Please take this token sum of silver as payment. You certainly earned it. Your service is appreciated. If only there were more like you in the Empire.
The contest is over and you performed flawlessly. I am impressed.
A triumph all around. This outlander cannot ignore how complete your victory was.
Awukte year wa na pa year uk forti. Akir sonwi ni fayit wo wir waka wir usono ni fayiter ofino. Ike kir kier washathiruk. Ike kir kier washathiruk. Pir inni tino wir nonni apatar wo kawar nif. Nisiso ir ak.
I hope you're not here to pester me. I'm a very busy, important, and educated man, you know. Suspicious? Oh, heavens no. Everyone here is extremely legitimate and completely normal. Yes, indeed. Well, no, not him. He, of course, isn't usual in the usual, sense. Not at all. Everyone else, though, is perfectly legitimate. All manner of studies. The history of dramatic systems, applied theology, and, celestial integration. All of these are vital pursuits of knowledge. Not that you would understand such lofty matters. Celestial integration means just that. It's integrated, celestially. Thus, the relationship between the heavens and earth is one of integration and, celestial. It's a very advanced field of research. It would take several lifetimes to understand it properly, which is why my position as a scholar is so irrefutable.
This answer should be interesting. I have a question I would ask of this scholar, if you would permit me.
Well, you see, drama can be broken down into several systems, and I study the history of those systems over time, how they've changed, and that sort of thing. Well, of course not. A student of theater, are you?
I was just wondering about the recent shift in dramatic presentations away from the customary iterative productions where the fourth wall is regularly deconstructed. Does the shift towards more codified productions with barriers established between the presented world and the actual environment create a more immersive experience?
Well,
That's what I thought. Don't even bother lying to us. It's clear you're no scholar.
Of course not. I'm... Ah, drat. This isn't working at all. How did you know? You're here to hunt me down, then. Lord Rento has it in for me, and I figured it would come to this. I don't suppose running would do me any good. I was unjustly accused. I simply petitioned Lady Rento for some silver to support me as an actor. Patronage, it's called. She agreed, but her husband flew into a rage when he found out, and now I have a death sentence on my head. It's not fair, and if you were a decent person, you'd help me get out of this city instead of taking me in. It's the only way I'll get clear of Lord Rento's wrath. need more proof than my pathetic attempt to pose as a scholar? How about the fact that Lord Rento was out of town when I bilked him? Not that anyone but Lady Rento will confirm that for you. Still, it should be apparent that I'm not some great confidence man. We should go see Captain Sen right away if you're sure. Is now a fair time to go down to the gate to get me out of here? The only easy way out of this city is through the gate that Sen is guarding, and he's looking for me. However, if I disguise myself as a mercenary and sneak past him, I might just get away, but you have to help me by distracting him. Just tell him that I've already escaped, and I'll get away just fine. I can't imagine what might go wrong.
Citizen, I hear there's progress in the search for creative Yukon. A scholar ran out of the Scholar's Garden after talking to you. Tell me you have good news. How did he get past me? He couldn't access a flyer. What is that man doing? Are you certain he's gone? Would a bit of silver jog your memory?
Interesting. I wonder how high he'll raise the bounty if you keep stringing him along.
What do you say? Look at that tart swinging her hips for that mercenary. I can't see how Yukon slipped past us. Did he bribe one of my agents somehow? Well, the Imperial Army has more silver than some confidence man, if you take my meaning. Well, if you say so. Despite Lord Rento's insistence to the contrary, I doubt he was a master criminal. Perhaps I'll just declare Yukon's bounty a dead matter. Well, that brings an end to our pursuit of two fiends. A shame I don't have more work for someone with your skills. Of course. Thanks again for your help with those miscreants.
A great bounty hunter to have dealt with two cases in so little time. Your work is not done, though. There is another in this city with a price on her head. A richer price than those two. Her name is Aishi the Mournful Blade, and you can find her at the Black Leopard School. She is accused of most crimes, and several had to be invented to account for her actions. She is a terror upon the face of the Empire. Murder, theft, and worse, yet never a smile or a hint of revelry in what she did. That is why she is known as Aishi the Mournful Blade. I watched her walk into this city, and now I tell you, there's no mystery in this. Because I want you to know. My role in this matter is of no concern to you. I am simply an old man who sees a chance for some good to come from bad.
I've heard of this Aishi. She's reputed to be deadly and merciless, yet cloaked with deep sadness.
When you reach her, you should ask her for her story. She has a most interesting tale to share. Irkana. Unigasuri Kwananoka sa Iriru. Niato Nonapadi Irovir. Kuni Ugnawata Ir. Sa Ir Yagoak. Kokonato Siri Panoniniku. Oksasa Sarala Fukno. Igni Ugni Akawanir Rapani. Irkana. Unigasuri Kwananoka sa Iriru. Sata tawi ir wanawa fukuno sukut nia awafawa ir sutuk. Wowo sun punono yapapat nasia wir sair wood. Usair kokonato tanatia katanano shafatoyo kokonato siri panoneniku. Niato nonapadi irovir, kuni ugnawata ir. Wuno wir na no pa irsu, isana yoyo, kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Sata tawi ir, wanawa fuk kuno sukut nia awafawa ir sutuk. Wuno wir na no pa irsu, isana yoyo, kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Uno ir wo fubso wesa wushin, wo kewasa irsu sukuyo ni uksa irsawa. Ipanar nuko iwa ir, nikasanarir, iruro ni nuasa irkana. Wuno wir na no pa irsu, isana yoyo, kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Ikirnik tine piru, wo iferek uk sun puno. Usair kokonato, tanatia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siri panoneniku. Niato nonapadi irovir, kuni ugnawata ir. Usair kokonato, tanatia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siri panoneniku.
You know, far be it from me to presume, but I have an idea of how we might be able to solve this problem. My glorious wife's third cousin is a minor official in the Ministry of Harmony. I know a little something of the way Judge Fang conducts his business. All of Fang's ministers bring him an honor gift when they go to see him. An offering given as a sign of respect. A bribe, some might call it. If we replace Zheng's honor gift with something insulting, rare turtle eggs, for example, Fang would be so outraged he'd refuse to even listen to Zheng's report. I admit there are still some details yet to be worked out, but acquiring the eggs is easy. I have some here that you can simply have.
You have turtle eggs here, after just saying they are very rare?
Well, I was saving them for my coming anniversary. You buy early if you want them to be... right. It doesn't really matter, does it? There are more daunting problems to consider. For example, how will you sneak past Sheng's guards to make the switch?
We should just kill Sheng. Nice and simple. Kill his guards, too.
Would you want us to kill Fang and his guards, too? Slaughter everyone? Not only does it seem excessive, but I don't think that's how Inquisitors operate. Maybe we should investigate Fang in the arena first. We might be able to stop him from getting that report without hurting Sheng, or anyone else. It's up to you how we handle this, but remember that the Inquisitors aren't just thugs, they're more subtle.
had your, moment, did you? I never attend my own plays. No, much too nerve-wracking. Someone goes for me. She is very kind to do that. I heard how it went. It seems the play was a success, but I've heard nothing of its deep meaning, the message it was meant to convey. So disappointing. But that's what I get for trusting an amateur. Ah well, at least it wasn't that mockery of a revision that was read. Here, take this. You've earned it, if only just. Farewell.
Sipa sa ayer ki unyer, Juanur Shinro ni Sipa. Owo sayer uyukap tantarundano, wo tarwayer shathir owo. Owo sayer uyukap tantarundano, wo tarwayer shathir owo. Owo sayer uyukap tantarundano, wo tarwayer shathir owo.
Wowo sun ponono, yapapap nasi ay uyo. Sa yagawag, kokonato sihiri panoninigo. Wotowe ukawana usoanata hoki. Niato nonapadi irovir. Ikirnik tine piru, wo iferek uksun puno. Niato nonapadi irovir. Kuni uknawata ir. Wo anania ifewir uk sonoruk noka uk snapir. Kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Isana yuyo. Tasir tintu. Funye wo siye wo tahufu. Ikirnik tine piru. Wo iferek uk sun puno.
Wo afawer sun urk fonir uk. Uksier sa fit kup wo sarkir. Ak nukwaer tu ak ithruir nuk a pifu taptuir kwaer fenurt.
Okie fakania, ni ukoristruipa.
Koni akanatir ud kwaer washun. Ok yo wil rufir ni sair shenefushpa, sair renkipa, sair thinopi wuwuth u sair wansan. Ak we wo ofir, san kasowir wo siyutana.
Ukirwir, no fantayana ukona ni pinatawa. Niato no napadi irovir, kuni uknawata ir.
Wo afawer sun urk fonir uk. Uksier sa fit kup wo sarkir.
Ko arir, ki yir iyo ni busahir branti.
Onu yu will rapio, sa kwanu ya wuni.
Ko air, ki yer iyo ni sahir brante. Ir kana, o nikasuri kwana no sa iro.
Onu yu will napair, wo choir shapshir fan onu yu sair ikuban. Onu yu sair, akanto kiti.
Tawe ia kawana ia sonir ipoki.
Wo kauso ir no ka wo o taraweo shaksiro fino pifu.
Ia kana, o nikasuri kwana no sa iro.